Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again. A little more coffee today than yesterday, I think. So if I make hacky noises, I apologize in advance. Because, yeah, they're there. Um, Today, I'm thinking we're going to be making a wheeled off-road vehicle. So let's go ahead and see what we get out of that. And I'm not even sure how I want to go about doing it, but I think I might want to start it with an existing vehicle. But I don't know what yet. Let's see. Not a camper. Um, A sedan? SUV is kind of an obvious choice. Getting away classic. Ooh, some of those are kind of neat. Why don't we start it with the Morgan Plus 6? And we'll add that vehicle. See what we get out of here. All right. Somewhat interesting. Starting shape, but let's do two vehicles. I know, right? Um, we'll go to traffic instead. And we'll add a Volkswagen Bug to it. And those two actually go together pretty well, don't they? Like, it looks kind of neat, just on general, but wasn't what I was thinking. Can we move it back to like here? And then we take this one and scale it up a bit. I'm not interested in matching anything. And bring that up a bit here. Sure, we'll do this as our starting point. Because he's editable, right? Yes, he is. And is he editable? Does not look like it yet. Control A, convert to real. See if that'll work. Yep, now we did it. And I'm just going to leave the wheels and steering on there and control join everything together. So we should have one vehicle. I'm just going to get rid of these things. We don't need them now. And there we are. Get rid of that. And that's our classic vehicle. Okay. Now, create a cube. 3, scale it up. Got there. Cool. And we will subdiv surface to simple. Sure. And then add a modifier, shrink wrap to that original car. See what that gives us. That's very like hide the original car now. It's very speedster looking. Let's see what happens if we give it more. Nah. No. No. Let's keep it at 2. And let's go ahead and apply these. I'm not worrying about it too much because I don't really want to think about it too much. I'm just using it as a starting point. If I start making the perfect car before I make my car, yeah, what's the point? So let's see what we got. Not a lot of faces. That's good. Let's X, mirror it, and let's Control A, quad remesh it. Do like 500. See what that gives us. Well, you don't really, we want to go a little more than 500. Let's go to 1,000. See what it says. I like that better. And yep, that looks okay. And I'm just going to delete the original And we are left with this as our shape to start from. And we edit it. It's not too bad. So I get rid of these sharps here. Q, clear the sharp. Yep. And Alt X, mirror it again. No, I got rid of the sharp, didn't I? Now let's try again. Now I got rid of it. And now we get to decide how we want to look. Let's come back here. 3, C, enter, Shift G, coplanar. So we can get most of that. Well, it's not really that great. Turn on proportional editing. SZ0. Flatten it down. And we can adjust our proportional size if we want to, but it seems like that's pretty good. Take it to there. And a nice flat bottom now, which maybe we don't even want, but we're going to go with. Okay. And I'm actually going to, this was the front, but I think it would be cooler to reverse it. And I like having my fronts pointed down, so I'm just going to reverse it that way and apply rotation and scale. So this is our front now. No reason not to, right? You know, it's just we just needed a starting shape. That's kind of what I'm trying to make sure I point out, that nothing we are doing is set in stone before we start, including, get this guy off to the side, the scale of this thing. So let's scale it up, make it bigger. We're gonna make it more truck-like. Bring it up to here. Control A, all transforms. So that's gonna be the size of our vehicle now. No need for it to stay as a Volkswagen Bug. And yeah, okay. Now let's see what we got. I'm just kind of getting a look of it. I actually do think this is a little too subdivided. If I could have maybe make it a little less. Yeah, we'll go back to like 250. Remesh it, see what we get. That's actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, no, that's what I wanted. That works much better. Sometimes you need to do it a couple times, you know, but no, that'll give us a lot more, excuse me. It's a lot easier to play with it when it's not any more complicated than this. Maybe we need to bring in some wheels now. Is that our next step? Could do that. Just gotta use some kit bash wheels, I think. Come out here. Move this to new window. Get it out of the way so we can see where we're at. And I think we'll go big, medium, small. Next squad, mech kits, wheels. And let's try this wheel here. See how we feel about it. All right, the fuck is that? I don't know. It's gone now. Okay. Yeah, that's looking all right. Alt R, looking reversed, but RZ 180. Let's keep our sale. And I think we want it to be a little bigger than that for this kind of off-road vehicle. So let's just scale it up to like, I don't know. That feels good. And let's bring it down a little bit to like, and maybe even out a little further. We're gonna need to probably down a little more. Yeah, we'll have to fix this here, but I just want to make it feel right. That might be a little too low or a little too big, but let's see. 3. Go like that. That seems okay. And mirror on both sides. We're gonna need to build some more underside things to it as well. Thank you. I'm just getting started on this one. I don't know. I'm not even actually sure where it's gonna go yet, but Alt D, duplicate it, and bring it to the back. There's a whole real life skill to like how far wheels should be apart from each other and all that kind of thing, and I am not good at it. So we're just gonna do the best we can. But there we go. This weird fish tadpole car thing going now. Um, let's save it. Where we at? Oh, back to work stuff. Where are my paintings? What do I call them? Paintings. 230919-1 off-road vehicle. Oh, live stream. Not that it matters, but 230919-1 live stream off-road vehicle. There we go. Okay, so we've gotten our start. We need to obviously build in some doors of some kind and some chassis things here and all that sort of stuff. Let's build a drive chassis first. Let's see, 7.9. Thing's not mirrored right now. That's why too. Alt X, mirror it that way. And let's just apply it because that'll give us that center line, which we're going to use to here. And Q, curve extract, pull it up. Cool. And geometry, fill the caps. And that works. Cool. I'll do the same thing over here. I really don't want them curved though, but we can use this one. This one is not curved, and we'll just duplicate it. To here, Q, curve extract, pull it out, and again, fill caps. Bring it down. We can adjust it anyway later, which we probably will. And then Shift D or Alt D. Alt D for right now. GY, back up to here. The starting point of that. Probably does, we do probably want to be a bit wider. Q, convert to mesh, tab, A, SX, just stretch it out to here. And they both get converted. Yep, they did, because they were the same. Cool. Alrighty, and then here, we're just gonna do that. Oh, right. Grab this one, Control A. Let's see, I want to edit it. Item, I always forget with the radius. Let me do it this way. There we go. There's an actual button, and I never remember what it is. Bring that in, and we'll bring the back one in too. Okay, cool. Save again. And we need to start thinking about, like I said, doors and excuse me, all that kind of stuff. Let's look at the body kits from this set first. See if we can find something we like. Push that a little bit more. Frames. Frames. Let's see. This would be one of those ones where I'd be better off if I had a little bit more reference, but I don't. So we're just gonna mess with that on our own. Engine. What does this look like? Big. RZ90. Otherwise, RZ minus 180. It's kind of the same either way. Bust it in like that. Let's scale it down a bit. Something like that. Sure. Let's try it and see. Just kind of throwing some parts on there. See what sticks and what I like. Here, Alt R, Alt G, GZ, GY. What's this engine look like? It's kind of turned. It's kind of weirdly curved. That's a strange. All right, well, no, I guess it's not. I'm gonna bring it back more. RX90 scale back. Do we want it like that? Meh, I don't think we do. It was an idea, but it's not really working for me. Everything else I'm doing okay with so far, though, so that's all right. Kind of looking around, see what parts we want to adjust. I think the first thing we're gonna do is I'm jumping ahead, but that's okay. Alt R, RZ90. In and down. Something like that. So we've got door space? Maybe. We'll leave it here, but I'm not sure about it yet. Put it in both those sides, though. Let's start playing with a car first. I'm doing too much kit bashing. I'm getting caught in the weeds. Never a good place to be. Don't like that one. Can I X dissolve vertex? Yes, I can. Good. And then let's see, can I here, 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 X dissolve vertexes? No, I don't want to do that. Well, maybe we'll leave that one. K, I just want one up the center here. Let's come back so we can see where we're at. To that one. Yes, 7. I want that one. K. Select. Now, can I go 3? X dissolve faces? Yes. Well, No. Do I want those to go down the center or not? Yeah, maybe it's okay. Okay, sure. We'll leave it like this. Gonna select these as our cockpit. Sure, that looks good. And E in. And we're gonna inset just a titch, and then E in again, just a titch, something like that. And then I think it's time we give this whole sucker a material, so that we're not stuck trying to do that later. So there's our whole vehicle, and then this is going to be windows, and we'll just give it a viewport display color of something different, so I could tell it's there right now. Okay, so that's window. Cool. And we need a door. Look at our human scale too. So like, okay. 3, that one, 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 that one. It's gonna be our door. E in just slightly. I mean, not even quite that much slightly. Minus 0.025. Yeah, 1 inch, full inch, even minus less than that. Minus 0.0125, half an inch in. Cool, just enough to give us a lip, and then inset just a tiny little bit, and then E and another half inch, minus 0.0125. Cool. Now it's kind of wonky the way this door angles out like that, but we'll live. It's fine. Let's select these 4 and set quite a bit. And 1. Let's select those. Control Shift B and make it a bit round. Yeah. Select those and E. Oh, didn't maybe want that one. Let's undo. Not that one. Control Shift Q, or B rather, Control Shift B, bevel those. Cool. 3, now we got them. And E. And excuse me, 0.0125. Inset again. E minus 0.0125. And assign it to window. Got a nice little rounded window there. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm just going to mirror it again. Put it on both sides. And now we have a door. Let's come here and 3 W grid modeler. Kind of going all over the place today, but let's see, can we control on this one? Yeah, there we go. I want to line up that, and then uh, 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 5, 3 E in, I E out. Door handle. Okay. We could do hinges, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Not at this stage of what we're doing anyway. I want to see Q, sharpen. Yeah, kind of like it on that rounded edge going on there. Although I don't like that being sharp, so let's unsharpen it. Q, S mark it out. to fix a lot of this. When you do the quad remeshing, sometimes it puts edges in places it doesn't, you don't want to be. Q, S mark, Q, and remove that. So yeah, that's better. And then let's add, sure, here, 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 Q, S mark. And we still got one there? You shouldn't. A little too much. Let's go to sculpt mode and just flatten it down. Sometimes it's the easiest way. Edit mode. There we go. That's better. Tab. Looking pretty good in the front. Okay. We get that weird ass, tadpole thing going, which I'm not 100% into yet, but it's kind of a neat starting point. I like our wheels. They're working out for me. Want to add some more stuff in the back and along the sides too. Put Alt R, RZ90, gas can, sure. Line it up there. Is that where we want it though? Yeah, I don't know yet. Getting too technical again. Gotta stay out of the weeds. We're not there yet. What do we want to put on the back? I think we're gonna go with maybe some spaceship parts. Let's try that. Let's see. I'm just looking. Sorry for getting quiet there for a second. Let's see what calls to us. Something like this, maybe? Let's see. Scale it way down. Bring it down. Still scale it more, maybe? Let's go to local. It's not lining up yet the way I want it to. Rotate it up. Is that better or worse? I don't know. Alt X, mirror it. Let's see what we get on both sides. Do we want it like that? Scale it? No, just scale it. I don't mind those like that. And the little air intake breathing thing there. I'm gonna move it a little bit more to the center though. I don't hate that. Back up a bit, something like that. Okay, I think we can probably live with that to start with. Where are we at? 30 minutes? Good. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I kind of want to give it a turret of some kind. But I'm not necessarily thinking a gun turret. Let's try this. Scale it down. We still need to be smaller than that. Something like that could be okay. We're going to need to cut into our vehicle, though, to allow for that. But yeah, I think that could be an interesting. Put a person up there on the top. That could be kind of cool. Okay, well, let's do that. Which means we need to cut the hell out of this thing. Shift A, mesh, cylinder, Alt G, scale, GY, scale, GZ. Something to here. Should be probably enough that we won't notice it. It's really all we're looking for. Yeah. Do a straight on top, we'd have to worry about it, but I think that's okay. Gives us, so we can at least see in now. Yep. Cool. Let us apply the Boolean and then just delete the cutter. Get out of our way. Save again. It's not a very hardcore looking vehicle yet, I have to say. Whether or not we want it to be or not, I don't know. But it is not. Let's go look, see if we can find something in the Kitbash tank library that we might want to use, or the supercar library, both of which could be good. I'm gonna grab this here. Alt R, Alt G, scale it down, cheesy. Bring it back. Excuse me. Scale it, but not on the X. So I want it to be that wide. Yeah. And then bring it forward and down just a little bit, right? Kind of line it up with that engine piece. I think that's pretty cool. Sure, that works. What's this? It's another one of those similar kind of tube things. No, I like the first one better. Well, Alt R, RX90, 3G, get to there. Back past the door, back into that again. Just adding some interest and something we can play with later, potentially. And I think that might be okay. Don't want to touch the wheels or the doors, but it doesn't. That's good. Okay. Mirror it. All right. No, I like that. That helps us out some. Do we want rear windows? I mean, we could. Nothing wrong with that. Let's say 3 along here. And we're going to inset. Cool. And then 1. Select those again. Control Shift B. Bevel. 3. E. And we were like minus 0.0125. And then inset again. And then E. Minus 0.0125. And then assign to window. So we have a rear window, which is fine. Got a little bit of curve on it, also working for me anyway. Let's tab out, looking okay. Although maybe we want to continue this to Q S mark. Make it all sharp there. Do we? I don't know. We want to undo this one. Q, get rid of that. I don't think we do. We want to get rid of this. Yeah. No, I think that's better. Smooth is better in this case. Okay. We still are going for headlights, supercars. I got a front bumper I can just use. Like that would be nice, but bumper rear, bumper front. It's gonna be a weird looking bumper on this thing, but let's see what it looks like. Alt R, Alt G, GY, GZ, SX. The wheel thing is kind of bizarre, right? It's like it doesn't need wheels. Let's see. Just curious what would happen if we kind of just accentuated things a bit. Like that. So it's kind of almost like a like a protective rail now versus that's kind of neat. I actually sort of like that. We need to put something in there, I think, but we can do that. Let's just to play with it a bit so we don't say we're done. GZ up higher, down lower. Down lower I like. It's kind of cool. And could even make it a little bit bigger this way. Maybe. Can't go into the door. But can we nail it in? Let's see. I want to go. No, don't want to do that. Do this. To like right there. Back in a little more. Kind of good with that. We're just going to now take it and we're going to go to sculpt mode. Grab that. And just squish it in. And I wonder if we want to pull this one out now. Could do that too. That could be neat. Just sculpt it out a bit. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Then object mode, Alt X, mirror. And now it's back to being fit. Okay. And it looks a little weird because our colors are off still, but I think once we start making our materials the same, it'll work okay. That's pretty cool. Headlights. Do want to give it some headlights. Not sure how complex I want to get with the headlights for right now. Let's look and see. Here we go. I could just take these and inset like that, and E back minus 0.0125. Sure. And that would be the glass for the headlight, but we'll call it a headlight. We might change it later, but let's make it for display yellow. Okay, now that works. And then let's see. This is where I should have reference because I really should be looking at the front of a car to decide these sorts of things, and I'm not because I'm being lazy. Don't be me. No, it's fine. 3 again minus 0.0125, and that looks okay, except we got some weird, bumpage there that I just don't like. Can we fix it? Maybe. Poke faces. Ugh, still gross. Let's see, X dissolve vertice. Could do it that way. Okay, yeah, we'll do it this way. 3 I inset. Okay, now 1 X dissolve vertice. Okay, I want this to be flat now. Now, let's see then. S Y0 is being flat. Do we like that? It's kind of weird. GY. No, not yet. E. We'll do it that way. And I just want to get those all lined up. Let's do it this way. 2, 1. SY0. Oh, let's try it again. SY0. Does line it up okay. And then we can rotate it and bring it back in. I just want to try and get something that looks all right. And maybe that's all right. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind that. Kind of a grill thing going on. Let's see. I want to make 2, this whole loop, sharp. Yep. And then I want to make that whole loop sharp. That's better. There we go. And then I think I want to make, is there a sharpness here that I'm missing that I want? I could make this sharp. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, save again. 43 minutes, doing all righty. And we haven't even played with random flow at all today. But we're going to. We know we're going to. Tanks. Looking at the bodies again. Is there anything I want to use for like the rear supercars? Rear bumper. Let's just see this one. I feel like it's not going to work right, but let's try it. Alt R, Alt G. Oh. Scale it out. I mean, sure. Don't hate. Not especially. Do we like it better in more? No, it needs to be out more. Which means it needs to like line up better. Because it doesn't right now. Let's just solo it, tab it, come in, see what we got. 2, grab that. E, G, Y, bring that in. There we go, that's better. Just to give us something. And then we can make headlights out of that. Let's see if we bring the whole thing back out. We got a bit more room. Yep. And what colors are all you stuff right now? Ugly. That's cool. So our first look at it without, you know, let's jump to materials. Let's do a little bit of materializing. The vehicle, do I want to use any of these Volkswagen colors? I could. Go with an actual paint color. Crazy talk. We're just going to go with Tab A, U, cube projection. We'll have to fix that, but that's not too bad. I don't think cube's the right one though. U, smart projection. Yeah, smart projection's better. Cool. And this one, chrome. Metal chrome classic standard. Ooh. Tab A, U, smart UV projection. Okay, we're going to need to fix it, but yeah, maybe I don't want chrome. Kind of want like that engine color, but let's grab my own color. Shaders. I'm moving in my asset browser that you can't see, and I'm grabbing some shader stuff. Where am I? Distressed hull. Let's try that. Yeah, that's better. That's what we wanted. Something just kind of metal and grungy like that. I think we want the same thing for here. Let's see, we want this to be tank, where it says tank plate, we want distressed hull. Where it's gray metal, I think we're going to go with metal sheeting. Yep, we are. Same here, where it is this one, tank plate, we're going to go with distressed hull. And this one, rubber. Yeah, I want that to be rubber. We're going to go with gray, metal sheeting gray. Cool. Digging it. This bad boy here. The orange, we will go with gray. Sure. This black part here, Supercar 93, we'll go with hull. And actually, I think I will move that to the top and we'll get rid of this one and that one, duplicate those as well. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Haven't messed with the windows yet, but not bad. Let's come back to here. Windows. We can use glass window frame for this. You can see through it. We might have to tweak it a bit later just because we don't have an interior to this car, unless we want to try to make one, which might be a little bit beyond our scope. Let's grab this. That's going to be hull. And this is also going to be hull. Save. And just computer headlights. And for right now, I'm just going to use a solid emission shader. I don't always want to do that. Sometimes I like to put glass in front of it, but for right now, we'll go with a warm emission shader for our headlight. One of the reasons you don't want to do that is it makes the inside of your car glow the way we've got it set up now. So let's actually undo that. I want to take these here, edit, and I want to Shift D and then E, and I want to assign it to our standard. Now this one, I can assign that, and now the inside of our car doesn't have that. Well, it does still, but we're going to fix it. Tab 3. Those are going to be the sheeting as well. Got to create an inside blockage for the light so that it doesn't go bleed into the cockpit or the cab of the car. Looking all right. These doors are a little wonked out, but you know, it's okay. Let's do some fun stuff on the bottom now. Let's just select Shift G coplanar plus. That's good. Goodly amount. Grab that too. Grab those. And 3. We actually want this side. Okay, because that's the side we have selected, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Tab, Shift Q. Which way we want to do it? Random loop extruder today. 3. I do not want them to loop from source. I want to have a loop depth of 0.1 on that, 0.1 on that, and 0.1 on this. They build on top of each other. Yep. I'm going to cut it just to get some more smaller sections like that. I'm basically just building bullshit on the inside. Bottom, make it a bit bigger. 75. Whoa, no. We got these. Woo! Did not like that. Let's try this. See if we can just get a different. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So some bullshit bottom stuff just to give it more interest. And they are metal sheeting classic standard, which I don't think we want them to be. I think we want them to be, and we'll join them all together and we'll make them hull. The distressed hull texture. So it's a little darker. Yeah, more like vehicle stuff. And then we'll do what we're going to go again. We're still going to have that selected. Shift Q, tubes. And we're going to go like 50. And I don't see any of them, which is bad. Let's turn off. Let's undo it. Delete. Just going to go back to here. Did I have the wrong thing selected? Tab. There we go. We know I have that selected now. Good. Shift Q, tubes. There we go. There they are. And we're going to make them a bit bigger.
And we're going to say length max of 10 with a cut of 1. Something like that. That looks okay. Yeah, that looks okay. And we also want them to be hull. Let's see. Yep. Lots of jumping around. Just some noise on the bottom, so it's not flat. And if we're going to look at it, since the car's raised up so high, we want to be able to see it from like that angle and have that work. And I think it does. Alrighty. I'm not digging on these blue doors. It's just the way that it has UV'd them. And not super into it. So let's just select them. A and G over to here. Let's see if that makes it look more. They fit in. Yep, they fit in better now. Just a graying. Like that better. And I'll take these sections and R90 scale G. Just make it great. Cheesy, super fast, but it works. Okay. Then we need to do something here to sort of help sell those that wheel section there. Not so much in the back, but the front, particularly now we got this there. We need something. Let's see what we're gonna do. We could just greeble it. Let's maybe try that first. Big, medium, small, mech squad, mech kids. See if we can find something kind of cool just to dump on the top of it and hide some stuff, basically. Alt R, RZ90, scale it up, GY, scale it in, I don't know, maybe. Not feeling it super yet, though. I mean, kind of covers up the cool spring that we had. S, Shift Y, make it bigger. Get a bit forward so it lines up better with that hole. It's kind of okay, though. We lost the hydraulic spring, but that might be all right. GY, can we bring it in a bit? Oh, there we go. We'll accept it for right now. I like it better than it was before. It would be better if it was down lower, but then it doesn't work. So that's an official term, right? Okay. Just sort of taking a look, seeing where we're at. This section L, that's the whole car. I think we need something in here still. In there on the back. We definitely want something a little bit less smooth and more in keeping with that back part. And we'll see what we can find that we like for that. I'm just kind of looking at some different parts. We're just going to kit bash it. I think it should be fine. Let's try this part here. What does it look like? Alt R, RX, That looks pretty cool. Three G, bring it in, bring it over to like there. Yeah, that's cool. Select the car, ArtX. That helps a lot, I think. If you want to do it one more time, what happens if we just do it like that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that'll work. It's kind of Mad Max looking now, which is neat. Save again. I don't remember when I did it last. We had an hour. Cool. Doing well. I don't know what this white part is here. It is this red accent metal. It's not red. And maybe let's make it yellow. Blender shaders. Me. Grunge yellow. Cool. And let's get rid of that. And get rid of that. And there we go. Get a little bit of yellow down there. I like it. See if we can maybe introduce a little bit more somewhere else too. Let's see. We had talked about putting some stuff on the outside. Mech kits. Devices. I could just go with, I think I'm going to do this first. Bring this here. Alt R. RZ90. No, RZ minus 90. There's our, we're going to give it just a little bit of a hint of a control area. We're not going to go nuts detailing the cockpit, but just now it has a cockpit. If we look and see, and grab that, Alt X and mirror it. Cool. So now we see we have seats in there, and we'll pretty much buy anything else after that. Maybe we'll even select it one more time and Alt D and bring it back. Global. Like Y to there. So we've got 4 seats in there. You see them? That works. That's all you need for that. Body kits, that's what I was looking at. Right. Like gas cans and things like that. Just to sort of bling on the top and the sides. Alt R dot RZ90 there. Bring it in. Line it up. Rotate it a little bit. Looks good. 2. Yeah, sure. 2 works good. And we'll mirror it because I'm lazy. There we go. Okay. Still liking it. I still think it works. And kind of wanted to give it some searchlights of some kind. Do I have a good searchlight? I might. Where would that be? Could be here. This could work. Let's see. Just thinking. S10, Alt R, GZ. We got, that's an upside down for us. RY180. Cool. Bring it forward, something like that. I like that. Bring it just a little bit. And then we could edit it. 1 plus plus 3 E extrude down. Gives us something like that. Yeah, all right. I could deal with that. I like it. Let's take this whole thing, tab A, U, smart UV projection, sure, because I don't know what it's going to be. And this is going to be gray, I think, our sheeting gray. Yep, cool. And then this thing here, there's our green, it's green right now. Can we make it yellow? With our yellow? It's grungy now. Oh yeah. This is plastic black matte. Let's make that hull. Kind of ugly looking. That works. Then let's see. This one, let's make that that. Get some lights. Oh yeah, that's cool. Woohoo! Love it when it comes together. Getting a pretty good vehicle out of this one now. Feel like it's reading, generally speaking, like I wanted it to. Do we want to give it some kind of an antenna or something? Maybe. Let's go look at mine. See what Kai made for antennas. See if we can just find a simple one to use that we like versus having to like doink with it too much. Alt R. Scale it way down. 7. Let's bring that to like where? Where do you want to put it? Here? For sure. SZ, make it a bit bigger. GZ, bring it down. It's our one thing that's not symmetrical right now. It's kind of cool. And we'll make it yellow as well. Got our antenna for radio contact. Cool. I mean, I wouldn't call it the world's most exciting vehicle, but kind of feel like it might need something in here, just a little something, and I don't know what yet. Let's see, can we select these plates? Like this. Let's turn off so we can see. this section here like this. Okay, now Tab, Shift Q, random panels, maybe? Panel seed. Just give it a little bit of that action going on. I want it to be panel size a bit bigger. I want a margin of 0.01, like that. Sure, that's what I want. And then I want to use vertex group, which I wish it would just do by default. I think that's cool. Okay, then tab here, 1, Q, or Shift Q. Let's see. Oh wait, no, Shift G, that's it, vertex group. 3, so just selecting the top that way. Tab, Shift Q, utility panel screws, custom round head, radius a little smaller, like 0.015, and margin a little bigger, 0.02. We got some screw action going on now. I think that will help just give us a bit more visual interest in these areas. Let's see. Yes, definitely it does. Just a little bit of bumpage. I like the screws. I think they're helpful. Let's make them gray. Just differentiate them. Sure. That works. Sometimes it's simple little things, but you just need to do something to make it punch just a little bit more. And I'm not great at that sometimes. I'm not gonna be like, it's all me, no. You just try. You just do the best you can, and you just take a look at it and like, what would make it 5% better? And sometimes you'll know, and sometimes you won't. And I want to see if we can make that better. I'm not liking that where it is. A, G. That helps a lot. Now I make this better. I'm going to go with U, cube projection. Can I put those together? Ooh, that's interesting. Scale it, A, scale it. Kind of trying to line it up fake, but yeah, that's better. Just feels more real. And we could come in now if we wanted to, and I think we do. And let's go to our layout. And let's tab, edit, K, and follow this up like that. And it's not perfect, but it's probably good enough. 3. And then E up just a bit. Yeah. Just using the textures to drive the modeling a little bit too, which can be a really helpful thing. I think it works. Okay. Well, let's see where we're at. 1:14. So we have 15 minutes to put this thing in a scene. We could do that. Or turn off our dude. Totally. Now I'm just gonna make a small, simple location for this thing. We'll set our camera up first so we don't go nuts. or at least our first camera. Photographer, we're going to go with an Arri-Alexa 65. Lens is going to be our Cooke anamorphic. Resolution is going to be widescreen. So something like that. All right, cool. Control A, mesh, plane, and 7. I'm gonna Alt G, go back to the center. Now, scale it like that. Sure, Control A, station scale, tab, 2, E, E, just building it out. And I'm not, I mean, I could just build it out and keep it accurate, but I don't actually want it necessarily to line up perfectly. So, and I'm going to unline it up even more, I think, in a minute. Okay. I'm going to grab this, and we're just going to make a little hill down. And same on this side. So everything's going to go down from where we were. And then we're going to take the whole thing and bring it down. So we're making it ground. When we look at it, is it all right? Is it still too square? It might still be a little too square. Let's see, 0. Still a little square. Let's make it a bit bigger. E and E. There we go. That should be better. Save. Now, let's see how many sections we got. That's okay. F4, append, go grab our landscape stuff. Anyone who's watched me for a while has seen this stuff, but there are some new people maybe. So I have a geometry tool called the Auto Terrain Generator that is free, and I highly recommend it. And the Rocky Desert version is actually $5, I think. I recommend it also. Both good. Append. And it just creates a landscape for us very, very easily. As you will see, add modifier, geometry. Where's my geometry nodes? It's been a week. I forgot how to use Blender. And instant ground, but it's a little too chunky still, although it does look cool. Let's edit it just a little bit, and strength of 2. Sure, and actually, let's cheat it out a little bit. Let's go back. Well, first off, while we're here, let's unmute these. There we go. Now we go back. Here, turn it off, and tab 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to go up here, add a vertex group, assign it, and call it detail. Exit, back on, and it just keeps that area flat, which helps us have our car stand sit properly. So now it's sitting properly, which is good. Cool. All we need for really is that. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it. And then we can give it a material. Shaders, me. Let's see. This is the one we want. Let's see what it looks like. Might be too much sand on it. But I might keep it anyway. Tab A, U, cube projection. That looks pretty much what I wanted. Okay, 0. and then we can grab it and geoscatter, select it as an emitter, and biome scatter, open the biomes, and we're going to grab Wasteland or Rocky Plain. I think Wasteland 6, maybe 7. Let's try Wasteland 7, see what it gives us. Some rocks, some grass. Hey, Sergey, thank you. Yeah, it's turned out all right, I think. I'm kind of into it. Got that. Now let's just give it, I'm actually going to use an HDR this time. We're going to go back to a real life environment instead of just using a yellow background. Who knew? Let's see. Open plane. These I want, but I don't know which ones I want to use. That one's okay, I think. Let's just see what it looks like. Got too much stuff around it. I don't want the building. World, can I rotate it? They moved it around. Haven't used it in a while. Angle. Yeah. Whee! Do like this basic thing, but I don't think it's going to work for us, at least unless I move it down quite a bit. Which we could do, although they have to do that in shading. So let's just check, see if this will work. Object, world. Get out of here, Eevee, I hate you. All right. There we go. Now, I think it's in vectors. Let's see, location Z. Yeah, there we go. That's a little too much. That's not enough. 0.5, let's just do it a little bit. Now, 0.25. We can get a little less, 0.1. That's not enough, 0.15. Sure, maybe go a little more, 0.18. Something like that. I might change the background around. I haven't decided yet. It's looking all right though. Looking not bad. Yeah, I want a different. Well, let's just see. We can keep it here. I'm just gonna duplicate it to add a new one. I'm just gonna exit. Let's see. New one. So I should be able to have that one. Yeah, I've got the original. Got my original right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Add. Import. Let's see. HDRs. I kind of want to use one of the map paint ones. They're not as high res, but they're just kind of cool. Let's see. Let's look and see what would be a good. Haven't done a daytime scene in a while, but I kind of like them in the evening too. So, yeah, let's try let's try daytime. Screw it. Let's try yeah, 118. Okay. Up, EXR, 1118. Add background. Yeah, all right, sure, we'll use that. Should be okay. Looks okay to me strength-wise. Exposure of, well, all that stuff seems fine. Great. Photographer, focus, Focus right here. Which will give us a bit more of a blur in the background anyway, which is good. I'm going to go set my mist pass because it always changes it from 25 to like 100. I don't want to have that much. And then let's see what it would look like when we turn on our compositing stuff. It won't be that bright when it's bigger. It's just because it's a small thing. That's what's making the glow brighter. But yeah, that's all right. Feels good to me. I think we'll call that our first camera. Let's set up a couple while we're here as well. Camera 2. Let's jump it out and rotate around. Should be good. Let's focus here. These HDRs are usually pretty good all the way around. I don't normally have a problem with them. Now that's cool. I like that. Second camera. Third camera. Let's do one like right up front, like that. Something like that. We're just staying with the 50. We could change lenses, but we haven't needed to. Control C, Control V, add a fourth. And our fourth camera, let's do a top down. Excuse me. Maybe this one we will make 35. Maybe not 35, say 45. Gives a bit more room, but not, yeah. And focus on the windshield. Let's see. Yep, good top-down view. So we get that. Got the front, which I'll make sure I'll set the focus right. Get that, and we got that. Our 4 views. Actually, the number 1 is my least favorite. Let's see if we can tweak it a little bit. Now that we make it a little bit more cinematic and cool looking. There we go. I feel like that's better. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Okay, folks. Well, thanks for joining in with me. I think we're good. I'm gonna get these rendered off and posted up on social medias, and then I'll be back again tomorrow for another one. I hope people on Alien. I just kind of felt like doing a vehicle today, but I want to take a figure that I have sculpted. Probably will have sculpted it on my iPad off camera, and then I will give it some clothes and decimate it and bake it and rig it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see. But regardless, I hope this was cool. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have not. And I'll be back later. Take care, everybody.